Sheriff's Office honors today Sheriff William S. Buck Jones. Sheriff Jones was killed in the line of duty June 29, 1932. He was in the process of investigating a reported homicide in the outskirts of the city of Opelika, and when he approached the residence to check on the circumstances, he was felled by a shotgun blast and was killed immediately. Our other officer, deputy, that was killed in the line of duty was James W. Anderson. James and his partner on September 24 of 2009 were conducting a traffic stop in the area of Smith Station community in southeast Lee County, and the violator decided to drive his vehicle into Deputy Anderson, pinning him beneath it, and Deputy Anderson was killed as a result. The two things that these both Jones, Sheriff Jones and Deputy Anderson had in common, as with the others you will hear about today, is they were simply doing their job. They were serving the public, they were serving their communities because it mattered to them, and they cared about what they were doing, as I think is a common theme among all of those that you will hear about today.
Opelika Police Department, over the course of our history, have lost three great men. The first being Chief Henry Dillis Hart, end of watch February 1st, 1884. Second, Lieutenant Lloyd Brent Jewett Jr., end of watch June 3rd, 1970. And finally, Sergeant Roger Lamar Motley Jr., end of watch October 4th, 1993. These three men paid the ultimate sacrifice, doing a job that they loved. All three of them had in common the circumstances surrounding their death. They weren't chasing a murderer. They weren't involved in a fight. They were responding to somebody that needed help, checking on somebody's welfare, making sure that they were okay. Thank you to the families for sharing your loved ones with us for a short time. I don't think that saying thank you for their ultimate sacrifice is enough for what you guys have lost and gone through. But we do appreciate their time with us, and we appreciate their commitment to the citizens of our community. Thank you.
William Bateman Jr. was a police officer at the Auburn Police Department, but he was more than just a police officer. He was a devoted son, he was a committed husband, and he was a fine father. He was the kind of guy who would greet you with a smile every time you saw him, and despite the kind of day you were having, he'd always have a story to tell you, and he'd flash a smile while he'd tell that story, and it'd make whatever issue, whatever problem you were having, just kind of dissipate, just go away. That's the kind of person he was. He was committed to the profession of law enforcement, and I don't think there's anything he would have enjoyed doing more than what he was doing on the day he responded to a domestic violence call in which his life was taken. Even though he's gone, we remember him. We still tell stories about him and remember him and visit him. And I would just like to thank all of you for being here to honor his memory. And I'd like to thank his family,